Hey everyone, it's Planet Love, and today we're diving into Community Voices. Exactly 1 month ago, communities gathered to celebrate Juneteenth. When I talked to a few people about what this day means to them, I realized that Juneteenth isn't just about one day in our past. It's about community, taking responsibility for change, and how hope keeps us moving. If you're asking yourself, why is this chick posting a Juneteenth video 1 month after it happened? It's because of this. If we only think about the significance of Juneteenth on June 19th, we're missing the point. Yes, it commemorates a specific day, and I'm not diminishing that. But its message isn't a one-day thing, it's an everyday compass. That's what I learned from Tariq, Anna, and Judge Tyra McCollum. Here are their voices. Juneteenth marks a major moment in history, the end of slavery in Texas. On June 19, 1865, federal troops arrived in Galveston to tell enslaved people they were free. This happened more than 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This history shows us that freedom isn't just a piece of paper. It's something we all have to look out for, and fight for, and share.
I don't think it's just that Juneteenth is important to me. I think it's equally important to our entire community. It is a commemoration and a reflection of history, and it's an acknowledgement of history. And so we are celebrating the diversity of freedom and the value and importance of freedom.
With Juneteenth, well, what it stands for is that we were a group of people in the South that was not informed about what was actually occurring across the nation. They wasn't going to give us those orders, as you can tell, from when the actual abolishment of slavery passed. They chose to not tell us. They chose the South to not be informed. So it took a big group of soldiers, 10,000 soldiers, to say, hey man, our people in the South don't know that we're free. They're thinking that we're still in slavery. So just the importance of us being able to celebrate something that we actually fought for, and we were aware of a group of people that was uninformed.
I think that the most important thing that should resonate is that Juneteenth doesn't just belong to African Americans and people who are of African ancestry. Juneteenth belongs to everyone. It's an ideal that represents a solidarity, a recognition that history is important, and history should be etched, and it should not be erasable. And so Juneteenth isn't just about one culture or one demographic. Juneteenth is about everyone.
For more than 150 years, communities have gathered to keep this history alive. And keeping it alive means we can't just sit on the sidelines. We have to show up for each other.
So I think it serves as the example of what we all strive to be, and that we all want a freedom that is unique and individual to everyone, but it also is a freedom that belongs to everyone. And so I think that by showing up, it's not being passive about the belief that freedom is important. Showing up says that you are actively and affirmatively believing that freedom is important for everyone.
It's important to our community, our nation, to Black people across the nation, because it really showcases who we are as a people, where we came from, and what we have to do in the future to really make our community a safe and decent place to live.
Juneteenth is important because now I feel like it's a holiday celebrating the Black community. I think it's important. A lot of times I do feel like race plays a part in how you treat people, how people are treated in general. And I feel like celebrating this is simply celebrating Black community and just showing that they deserve respect as much as anybody else. Black lives matter. Any life matters. Doesn't matter what color, what race you are, everybody should be treated equally, and that's mainly what I vouch for, what I believe in.
Man, it lays a foundation for us to build off on, right? And not just in Texas. Only not because Juneteenth was important to the Texas or the South, but it's important to everybody. And it really showcases that we need to be unified in general. So Juneteenth and celebrating Juneteenth and informing our youth about Juneteenth really lays a foundation for us to showcase how unified we need to be, because if we're not unified, then Juneteenth will actually repeat itself.
The idea of unity came up again and again. While community was defined a little differently by each person, I heard a common thread. It's not just about showing up, it's about making each other stronger.
Family. I think that community means family. Like when we all come together as a community, it's like one big family.
What does community mean to you?
Man, everything. It means wealth. It means economic development. It means beautification. It means knowledge. It means wisdom. It means understanding.
I am community. I grew up in a community that was not one built in halves. It was built with working class people who supported one another. I am the product of Willow Ridge High School and teachers, counselors, church members, people in the community who poured into me and wanted to ensure that I would have the best opportunities for success. Whatever that success looks like, community is everybody.
Absolutely.
But just feeling unified doesn't change anything on its own. To actually face the injustices around us and fix the things that are broken, we need a spark, and that spark is hope. When I asked Anna, Tariq, and Judge McCollum what gives them hope right now, their answers showed me just how powerful that spark really is.
God. God brings me a lot of hope. Like every time I'm feeling down, every time I don't feel like myself, I just turn to God. I feel like praying, talking to God is really the only thing that brings me hope that this community in general could be better, or the world could be a better place.
What gives you hope right now?
Man, I think the next generation being fearless, right? We're gonna stand up for what's right. We're going to go against what's wrong. We're willing to fight for freedom, justice, and equality.
I think that the greatest piece of hope is that we're still standing. And I think as long as we have people who are available and willing, then there's something to be hopeful about. It just takes one person to change the world. And so let's all be the one that commits to doing that change.
Listening to our community voices, I found myself thinking about how history, community, hope, they all inspire us to act. In an autobiography titled Hope, Pope Francis says that hope drives action, that it fuels personal and collective change, and that it is fueled by memory. Looking back on Juneteenth 1 month later, those words carry so much weight. The memory of that struggle for freedom and dignity doesn't just remind us of where we've been, it forces us to look at what's still broken today. And it also shows us that massive change can happen when people refuse to give up. Juneteenth is proof that a better future is possible. It's so easy to look at the world right now, see how much is messed up, and just feel completely overwhelmed. At times I'm like, how can little old me actually make a difference? But here's something I recently learned from a monk I studied with in Thailand, Pasal. If you love something, despair is not an option. You can feel it for a bit, but then you've got to get moving. If you give into despair, you do nothing, and things only get worse. Taking action and moving forward, even with the fear of failure, is better than staying still. Juneteenth tells us to fight for what's right and to never give up. My biggest takeaways from Anna, Judge McCollum, and Tariq can act as a compass for those moments when we feel like giving up. First, history matters, and remembering our past means refusing to be passive if we want change to happen. Second, community is unity. It's not just about showing up, it's about making each other stronger through real compassion and support. And third, a better future requires hope, and while hope can be fueled by different things, it is a spark that drives action. Find your hope. So I ask you this, planet lovers. What fuels your hope? What do you want to change? And what are you going to do about it? Let me know in the comments below. This is Planet Love. Until next time, remember, let's move forward with love for the only home we've got. See you in the next one.